Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we have got yet another tutorial for your beautiful faces to enjoy. Today we are going to be taking a look at an AFK fish farm. This farm is incredibly simple and easy to build, perfect for the early game. The most expensive item here is the iron trap door, which is only 4 iron to make, so you can easily obtain that within your first 10 minutes in the Minecraft world. The contents of this chest right here is more or less what you will get from this farm in about the time of an hour. This farm isn't necessarily intended to give you an insane amount of loot very quickly, but if you were to leave it overnight, I guarantee you will get probably 4 to 5 double chests full of good loot. This farm is incredibly easy to use. You just want to line up your crosshair somewhere within the center of the bottom half of the iron trap door. That way your bobber stays perfectly lined up with the fence post, and because it is perfectly lined up in the middle, it stays in the water source, activating the pressure plate, which allows you to continue clicking on your trap door. This farm works with any type of auto clicker, and if you play on a controller, you could just put a rubber band on the back button, and that should work perfectly fine as well. Anyway, with all the details with this farm now discussed, let's get into the tutorial. For your use, there will be a full materials list containing every item I use to build this thing down in the description below, and with that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so now that you've gotten all your materials gathered to build this thing, let's go ahead and actually build it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put in your storage. So what I'm going to do is remove a line of 4 blocks in the ground. I'm going to place in a double chest with 2 hoppers going into the back. On top of the hopper closest to your double chest, I'm going to crouch, place a fence post, and then place a pressure plate on top of it. I'm going to place 2 solid blocks behind that second hopper. These can be any blocks you like, they don't necessarily have to be a solid block. I'm going to stand on my double chest and place a iron trapdoor on the bottom half of that second stacked solid block, just like so. Now I'm going to place in 5 trapdoors to completely encase these hoppers. I'm going to put 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. I'm going to crouch and place 1 on the back half of our double chest. You do not want to flip this up, because otherwise when you're trying to fish, your bobber doesn't hit the pressure plate properly, so leave that flipped down. Now what we're going to do is grab our water bucket and waterlog that fence post. Now your farm is all done. You can grab your fishing rod and start fishing. It may take you a second to line up your crosshair perfectly, but once you've got it lined up, it will be no time at all before you start getting an insane amount of loot. This farm does also provide you with a decent amount of XP, so while you're fishing you will start getting some levels. Now you technically don't need to, but because I think it just looks classy, I'm going to add a glow item frame to the right side of the second stacked solid block, and I'm going to place my fishing rod in it when you're not using it. Anyway guys, this has been a very quick tutorial. There's not very much to it, so this is going to be the end of the video. I do sure hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you have, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I don't think you guys really know how much it means to me when I see that subscriber count go up in the morning. Anyway guys, this has been Mr. Gaming Aquatic, and I will see you next time. Bye!